There's a cat on me right now, so I would clap, but he's really cute, and he woke up from his nap and jumped on me to cuddle, just like abruptly woke up out of like a dead sleep to come and cuddle me. But if he gets off of me, I will do the clap and all will be well. Hello, how are you guys doing? Hello, how are you guys doing today? He's got spooked because I started talking. My name is Anima, and today we have a post-commentated Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle for your viewing pleasure. For you all this time against Rioji. I had like a little mixed tier team lying around. I mean, I don't know how synergy is, it is. There's so many weaknesses and glaring holes, I'm sure, but the kind of intent was just to like hit stuff and run away, really. We have Suicide Lead, and we have a Tentacruel that likes to mess things around and is physically defensive just to help me cope with Talonflame and shit. Yeah, and yowza, there's a Talonflame right there, so I'm doing my job. Yes, and Mega Lopunny, and yeah, Bishop, because I like using those, and Staraptor, who's just like powerful. It's not, yeah, I just like it. I like it, okay? Didn't spend days or years building it, but I like it. There will be a question of the day at the end of the video. I'll remind you, my friends, that the like button is a thing that exists, which you can make your mind up about what you do with it at the end of the video. Or you could, in fact, be a complete and utter rebel and give that like button tickle. Slap it around, you know, it's kinky like that. It'll enjoy it. Be a rebel! Go on! I'd appreciate that very, very much. So yeah, Rioji's team is pretty cool. I like it. He slapped some stuff together. I slapped some stuff together, as did he. And the results are pretty damn cool. So yeah, let's hit play and you guys will see precisely what I saw. Boom! Shakalaka laka 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 laka. This is a 40-turn game. We might have to rethink about commentating the whole thing. I don't know, whatever. You may or may not hear me say this. I may have to, you know, do something, whatever. It's 40 turns. It's pretty long. I can only do 20 turn thingies. Anyway, he leads with the Cobalion, and I lead with Cookie. Yeah, because I want to get up my rocks and so on and so forth. I totally forgot that Starmie was a spinner. I completely forgot that Starmie was a spinner. I just don't use it as a spinner. I've never used it as a spinner, really. Well, okay, maybe once. But, you know, I just forget its role as a spinner. So obviously it's a great switch in right now as I put up my rocks and my spikes. And I was just like getting excited here because I completely forgot this is a spinner. And this is a key thing that is a disturbance to the rest of my game, as you will find out, because I could just laugh at this Starmie with some of my other Pokemon, but because I'm stupid, it just didn't occur. I know you're saying, hey, it's not that uncommon, you idiot, but I already know, you don't need to be mean to me. So I'm gonna lose Cookie, unfortunately, only able to get up like spikes or whatever, which just sucks. And that Talonflame is now huge. It's so huge. It's like, it really hurts me. I was hoping the Cobalion would just close combat me and I'd get my weak armor and be really cool. But this Starmie then does some more shenanigans and goes for the Reflect type as I go for the knockoff. So I was confused because I don't know what type it adapts, what type it loses, and whatnot. So I was like, is it Dark Psychic? Is it Water Dark? Is it Pure Dark right now? And I kind of thought it was Pure Dark because that makes a lot of sense to me. But no, he's actually still Water Dark. I don't know if that means he'll hold on to his typing. I don't know if he holds on to the Reflect typing for the rest of the while he's out, but you know, so it's gonna do a really good job of walling my Bishop. I do believe it is physically defensive because it's just taking these hits really well. I know it's resisted, but I'm a Bishop. It's just taking stuff way too well. But I've seen all of its moves now. I know it doesn't have a Psychic type move because it's gone for the Reflect type and Rapid Spin and Recover and Discard. So we're gonna go out into Forever Alone, and I was just gonna try and nuke this thing with a Aura Sphere. That was the plan. Stan, to nuke the Aura Sphere because I think, yeah, it's Dark type now. But he does the safe switch into Venusaur. Very easy switch into my beautiful, wonderful Clarissa, who doesn't have a place in this team, I'd say. Just this team. We probably need someone a bit more scary that fills the holes that everybody else doesn't fill in. Or we could change everybody else because the Clarissa is superior. So he's going to make it evolve. this Kaban cabbage thing into the Mega Cabbage, and I'm like, wow, shit, Mega Cabbage. So here's the Leech Seed. Tentacruel is pretty much safe unless these things pack EQ or Hidden Power Ground or something. But it doesn't matter, we can contest this thing fairly nicely. And it is going to get sapped by the Leech Seed, going to get the Liquid Ooze. And because of the presence of Leech Seed, I kind of thought he didn't have Synthesis. So I actually switched out into Winchester, expecting him to switch out. But no, it's just gonna go for Synthesis. I really didn't expect Synthesis for some inane bloody reason, even though I really should have. It's not really that weird. But you know, we're gonna go for the Iron Head just to try and do some damage because I just wanted to try and see how much it did. But it ate that. It completely ate that hit. It was so disturbing. It just ate it. I was like, oh my god. I didn't miss fighting Mega Venusaur. I really didn't miss fighting it. But we're going to get sapped by the Leech Seed. And Leech Seed Life Orb is like a real pain in my ass. My ass is hurting. So we're going to go back into Megan Fox because we're pretty safe dealing with this thing with Megan. And I am worried in the back of my mind because I kind of need Megan to be able to fight the Talonflame fairly. This is honestly quite poor for me because I have Toxic Spikes on my Tentacruel. It's like a Toxic Spikes thingy, but he has Poison type. I can't do anything about it. And Steel types and Flyer. Oh my god. The pain, the suffering. But no, we're going to keep going. We're going to go for the Scald here on the switch as my opponent went into Cobalion. And I was hoping for the burn. I really was. But we're not going to get the burn, unfortunately. And this thing is just going to sit there with its leftovers recovery and so on. I chose to just stay in and try and tank a hit from this thing. And just try and get the next thing that comes in. The Volt Switch doesn't really do an awful lot. And if I'm sort of just camping around with Venusaur and shit, I can kind of get my health back with Black Sludge. That was my thinking. And plus the Talonflame is going to hurt us anyway. Ha ha ha. I was kind of just really afraid of it in the back of my mind. But we're going to go for the Scald now. Ruby is going to take that supremely well. This bulky Starmie is very interesting. And is going to go for the Recover. So this thing is just like laughing. It's just like a terrible evil star that I want to shit on. We're gonna go for the Acid Spray just to lower its spdf so we can start whacking it a little bit more sensibly because clearly it's bulky. It's very, very bulky. I'm not invested in a special attack. I'm not intending to kill things. I am a wall, kind of. So he's gonna go for the Scald and we don't get burnt. We don't, which is really nice. We're able to go for the next Acid Spray and it's now at -4 after that Acid Spray, after that second one, which is so nice. It's so nice. I do believe it's a -4 anyway, so he is going to switch out and go into the Cobalion, which I do predict. So I am going to go for the Scald this time. And I'm still hoping for the burn. I'm hoping for it because if we get the burn, we can actually kill it with a follow-up Scald. But this Lefties, I think, kind of makes it safe from dying from the Scald, but I'm not completely sure. So this Cobalion is here. It's queer. I don't like it. We've gone for 2 Scalds. We haven't got a burn yet. I'm hoping, praying and hoping that we can try and get a cheeky burn on something at some point someday. That's like a real focus. I was like going burn in my mind. But out comes Goo. And goo is just a piece of goo. Just a blob of goo. A piece of goo, section of goo, I'm not really sure. We're going to go for the Scald, and we don't burn, and I was like, oh my god, this is bad. Because I know this thing is probably like, mucks like to go for curses or power-up punches, and it's a matter of seeing what kind of muck this thing is. So we're going to go for the Scald again. I'm really hoping for the burn, I really am. Especially now, because he's going to go for power-up punch, and other than him punching my jellyfish, which I really don't enjoy, he is going to get attack boosts, and I really am upset by that. I don't like that. We don't like that. We really don't like that, do we? Do we, Megan? Do we? Burn that thing right now. So, going to go for the Shadow Sneak, and this is going to do negligible damage. Yeah, Megan doesn't care. But it is whittling me away, and I don't like that. We finally get the burn. We finally get the burn, and that's just absolutely super duper. So the burn is going to be affecting the goo, and that's nice. I like seeing it in pain as it swears at me. Everyone mentions that Muck swears, but that's because it always does. What is this? Why is it doing that? Surely like a system, like a company whose system bans words like poop and penis would not make a Pokemon explicitly swear at everybody. So he makes a great prediction here, goes to the Poison Jab, and gets a critical hit, which, if you didn't know, breaks through the burn. and is going to hit me with the full force of that +1 and then some. So I was kind of pissed off about that because I knew I could take that like better than that at least, which really sucks. It does. It really sucks. Especially because I'm like a reckless, brave birding evil thing, and I kind of need my HP to start nuking stuff. So that kind of annoyed me. But you know, it is what it is. So out comes Comet, the Talonfoof. Well, no, you're not Talonfoof. Only I have a Talonfoof. You're just a Talon shit. And it's going to go for the Brave Bird. This is going to hit my defensive tentacle, and she dies. Yeah, you killed Megan. You killed Megan Fox, Rioji. How do you feel about that? God damn it, Rioji. So we do see the life orb, which gives me hope. It gives me hope. And I'm going to Mega Evolve here. Go become the mega Lopunny as my opponent switches out into Ruby, kind of just sacking it off, which is a wise decision. Right now, he is made of Pokemon that he can sack. To me, Rule 34 is going to go for the Fake Out, and this thing is going to live. I did expect it to, but we had to go for the Fake Out because we could get Brave Birded by Talonflame, and yay, that's really not good. So the return is going to take out Ruby, which is nice. It's extreme, it's really comfortable. And out comes Dopal, and this is obviously a doppelganger, and I don't really like that. And at this point, I actually stopped and stared at this thing for ages, because I was like, if he's Choice Scarfed and locks himself into high jump kick and lands every single one, he actually just wins the game. He just wins the game. Totally just wins the game. So I go into Winchester, just because I have to. My Lopunny's Fake Out is something I need to preserve, and he actually misses the high jump kick! So I was like, lol! Which kind of made me feel quite happy because of that burn stupid breakthrough thing from earlier. So we are able to put it in range of the Fake Out. That's all I needed to do, and he's going to go for that next high jump kick and take out Winchester. So I think that was Jesus. I'm pretty sure that was Jesus. That was Jesus helping me out. That was Jesus helping me out, yeah. So I'm going to go into Rule 34, and I want to just Fake Out this thing and, you know, get on with it, really. But he is going to switch out and go into Kaban, the Venusaur, and this cabbage bastard is here. It's queer. I don't like it. I'm really pushed into a corner with my Fake Outs right now, and I over-predicted in a game I played before this, so I wasn't feeling too keen on predicting too much, which kind of bit me in the ass, because I was really thinking about going for returns instead of Fake Outs and stuff. So we're gonna go for the next return. This thing is so defensive. I reckon it's max phys diff, and is just designed to be evil and not die. But that's the thing with Mega Venusaurs, they just don't like dying. So we're gonna go for the next return, and I just couldn't do anything with this thing. I was like, I've got to crit it. I just have to crit it. That's the only way I can kill this thing. I just have to crit it and soften it up. But we actually get the crit! So it was Jesus again, you know, that's all. Thank Jesus once again for being cool. So out comes Comet, and oh my god. This thing! We really can't do anything about it. So I went into Forever Alone, and I kind of wish I didn't do this, because I was going into Forever Alone just to sack it, really, to this Brave Bird, and I actually live. So I was like, oh man. But I didn't know I was gonna live. I really thought that I'd die to like a Life Orb Brave Bird. But no, we actually live. And this is annoying for a multitude of reasons, because I could have like sacked my Lopunny or something, gone into that thing and just water pulsed and stuff, you know. That would have been really nice. That maybe would have been a way to kind of proceed in this game. But we're gonna go into Rule 34, and I am forced to Fake Out once again, as my opponent is going to bring in the Cobalion. And at this point, it really honestly is checkmate, because I don't have enough sacks left. I only have my Staraptor to sack when the Ditto comes out. And I hate Ditto. Ditto is so good. I've never actually used one, so I really should get on that. So we're going to go for the high jump kick just to kill the Cobalion. My Lopunny's been to Specsavers, and his Ditto apparently hasn't. Doesn't have the glasses on, so out comes Dopal. And Dopal is going to dope around, and at this point I was like, you know, maybe I can't win, but maybe I can cause like some double down dramatic events. So I am going to switch out here and go into my aggro, my Staraptor, just to like sack it off to the inevitable return. You're not going to go for high jump kick now, there's absolutely no point doing that. So aggro is unfortunately going to go down. My beautiful death bird, you are just so young, so young, so young. So we're going to go into Rule 34. My last Pokemon, my dodgiest Pokemon. We're going to go for the Fake Out. Bang! We're going to kill Doppel. Doppel, rather. Doppelganger. And out comes the beast. The Talonflame, the Comet. Oh my god. I know this thing's power. Just going to go for the Brave Bird. I was really hoping that Record and Life Orb would get this like really cool, dramatic finish. So we're going to see if it happens. Does it happen? Does it happen? No. It totally doesn't happen. But you know, that was so cool. It was a really, really close game. Weird hacks on either end. Definitely experienced a bit of strangeness with the high jump kick and the crit return just when I needed them. I really just envisioned him high jump kicking everything and everything dying. But that was definitely a completely deserved win on his behalf. That Reflect type Starmie is class. It's really cool and weird and interesting. I'd be interested to know its EV spread actually. So Rioji, if you're around, get on that. You don't have to tell me, it's your secret weapon. But it was a really cool situation. We just brought random shit that we liked, and yeah, I enjoyed this game very much. So yeah, Rioji, your Twitter link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye bye.